of Mary Gun Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. But tonight, I am the intrepid hostess of Craft Bowl 2021. Generally, we are here every Friday evening at 6:30 Central Time for Craft Roulette, which is our crazy little improvisational paper games craft show. And, but we wanted to start the year with something a little special. So we took a tradition from the United States, which is college football championships that are always run on New Year's Day, and they're usually called bowl games. So we went, let's borrow that bowl idea and have Craft Bowl. But the only thing with our Craft Bowl is we're not really competing. We're just going to have a good time, which anyway, that's what we're kind of in for. So, welcome to Craft Bowl 2021. This really is a fun experiment that we've been doing for just less than a year. And I don't want to take a lot of time right now. We'll be talking about it when the girls come back and they're crafting. But what we do is we have a wheel, we get some parameters. This is not planned. I'm here to be a referee today so that if anybody gets out of hand in their crafting, I don't have a whistle, but I can call them on it, but actually it's just going to be a good time. We invited 3 of our past guest crafters to join us again tonight because for various reasons. One is there's one crafter that was our first international crafter, Ardith Percy Bowles, and she should we bring him? What did I say? Bowles. You have a new name, Sally Bowles. That's from Craft. Okay, can we do a retake? Can we have an instant replay on that slow-mo? No, don't do that. Anyway, we have one great Ontario crafter named Ardith something. Percy Robb. And she's going to be here maybe. She may leave after this, but she's going to be here tonight. One thing that we really appreciate about Ardith is that she just goes, okay, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. She just dives right in, and you may recognize her from some of her YouTube techniques and tricks that she does. She's a great person to have in our crafting community. Second off, we have Crafty Al from Nebraska. You may know Crafty Al from her sheet load of cards. She has a lot of fun on her YouTube channels. Let me do my imitation of her. Hello. Is that pretty good? She has the same little hello thing. I like it a lot. You know it's her. I love it. And she is the first person who asked to be on our show. And she's back. I love that about her. Anyway, we gave her a long time to get ready though. 4 days. She wrote and said, I would like to be here. And so we said, okay, fine. You want to come on Friday? So she came on Friday. So she's a go-getter, and we're glad to have her. And then lastly, we have our first guest crafter on from Indiana, Jama Malmy. My goodness, I hope I have her name right tonight. But Jama, somehow or other, juggled 2 kids, a hubby, a full-time job, and a stamping business to help us get started with having guest crafters. So we really got through a lot of static getting to work with Jama, and she had a great personality to work with us. So we really appreciate her for being a special person to us. So let's go ahead and give them a warm welcome, shall we? Ladies, come on, let's get the show started. So if I say your names wrong, I'm glad you're still here, Sally Bowles from Ontario. I mean, it's okay. So
I've been called worse.
I'm sorry, you've been called worse, as long as you get called for dinner. We never know on technology. We've done some tech calls and tried to get prepared for this, but there are most likely going to be little things that come up that are horrifying to us. So do just hang on with us, because we just never know, do we? We crashed one time with Ardith. Crafty Al's cat ate her headphone wire, so you just never know. And then Jama's been pretty solid, but maybe the kids will run in and give us a show. You just never know what's going to happen on this kind of stuff. So welcome to Craft Bowl 2021, you guys. Yay! That's right. We're none of us are sporty. That's what's so funny about this. None of us have anything to do with sports. They're going, do we have sports on the wheel tonight? And we're going, no, because we don't do sports. But we've got, you can see Crafty Al came with her game. She came with her game face. Ardith, let's start with you. You have been in lockdown. And before the show, I said something about, wouldn't this be fun to do the show live with each other? And she said it'd be fun to do anything live with anybody. And so we're glad that you at least can be here in your little square, like Hollywood squares. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be participating and having somebody new to talk to other than the 3 people I live with. So it's great.
We are so happy to have you here. You may know Ardith from her LIMES acronym for deciding what to do with a card, casing a card, and your LIME. I thought that I had to ask her as soon as I saw that LIMES thing. What does LIMES stand for?
Well, it's an acronym, as you said, and it's list the attributes of the card you're casing, then decide which ones you're going to include, decide which ones you'll modify, decide which ones you'll exclude, and then put your own spin on it.
See, she's one bright girl. That was the one. That was the one I saw a YouTube of her, and I just said, I must meet this woman. And she said yes, because she's very brave, and she does a lot for the crafting community. We're lucky to have her. We're lucky that she didn't decide to go do fabric weaving or something, and decided to be a card maker instead. So, Happy New Year! We are glad to have you.
Thank you,
Crafty Al. Welcome to Craft Bowl. Hello, Crafty Al 2021. You're not offended, are you? Flattery is the highest form of
yes
whatever, or is it? I don't know. Anyway.
Imitation, right?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery. This is going to be an interesting night with my metaphors going backwards and forwards. Crafty Al lives in Nebraska. What's kind of funny about Crafty Al is she does live about 3 hours away from me. I've never met her, but she used to even live in the same town as I did. So we have that in common. We're good Midwest girls.
Yes.
She's farther north than we are, though, so she gets a little more cold weather than we get, I think. But so just gives you another excuse to be in your basement and craft, right?
Exactly.
Since we aren't sports people, except that we have the clothes for it. Who cares if it snows? We can just go craft. That's our sport. What do your little eye thing say?
It says Crafty Al, and then I made my t-shirt because I'm going to represent the Cardinals tonight. So I'm ready.
Oh.
This is as sporty as I get right here.
It's plenty sporty for our gang, I think. How about you guys? I think that's plenty sporty enough for me. Well, we're glad to have you here. Happy Crafty New Year, ma'am.
Thank you.
This is going to be fun. She's an excellent crafter. Last time she was here, she made a stinking cute card with this little bird. It's just a happy little card. I love it very much. Jama Mommy, how are ya? You've been very busy this holiday, visiting.
We have.
Taking airplane rides and everything that most people haven't been doing lately. Was it weird?
I'm a rebel.
Oh, I didn't mean to rat you out. But was it weird to be going through all that stuff?
A little bit. I don't know. The airport was still kind of busy.
Yeah.
We had our own seats on the plane, so I felt pretty safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't crafted in almost 2 weeks though, so.
Oh, so you're itching to get ready. You're itching to get started and get right in there and do it. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit. That's okay.
Apparently it tells. Or it shows.
Yeah, no, I'll take all the hits for you, because I'll just keep messing up, and then everybody will go, man, she's got it. That Jaima, she's got everything all together. That hostess though, she's got some crazy juice in her. But not to worry, not to worry. Honestly, we really do want to thank Jaima for starting us off, and she also gave us some great other crafters that she works with on a design team, and who have also been our guest crafters, like Katie Taylor and Julie Carrier, which are both coming back. And so we've got lots to be thankful for sweet Jaima to be in our guest craft group. So I've been we have a Facebook group just for you guys, and I was trying to change it to the green room because I thought that would be a good name for it, but anyway, I digress. So anyway, what are we all hoping for the wheel? We'll start with Crafty Owl this time, since she's messing with her earphones. What are you hoping for?
Clean and simple, and of course no sports, which we already talked about.
Clean that sucker out. We don't have any sports. No. Okay, clean and simple. That's a good one. I often give the advice before, and I forgot to tell you, this is not a great time to try a new technique or a very complicated card that you saw on YouTube and you thought, oh, this will be fun. Let me try this card that has 20 extra folds and cuts and things. But so yeah, clean and simple fits right in there. I hope that for you too. I think you got it. Ardith, what do you want?
Well, I love my square cards, and I also love my swinking, and I see that swinking is on the wheel, so fingers crossed.
Square cards are on the wheel too. So you are well covered. You got at least 2 chances to be happy. And Jaima, what do you feel like? We've thrown some boogers at you before.
Well, every time I have a plan, it just goes out the window because of the wheel. But I think I'm hoping to do some distress oxide blending, and that seems to be pretty versatile. I can use any colors, and so we'll see.
Those are good hopes too. And then you guys, what are you guys going to be hoping for? You're going to want to be telling us how what you're thinking too, because you have an opportunity to join us during the weekend and submit it by Sunday night. But let me tell you, we've got a little video to explain what we do on Craft Roulette every week. And while we do that, our beautiful guest crafters are going to flip their cameras over, so when they come back, we will see just their hands. So it'll be a little bit too. And then we're going to also be looking at the submissions from 2 weeks ago when we had our regular, Sue says no orange. Are you guys in? No orange?
I concur.
That seems to be like the worst part. That's the pit of colors, orange. Anyway, what was I saying? Who knows? But so we're going to do the submissions from 2 weeks ago, which I can't even remember what they were, but I remember that they were pretty. And then we will see your hands in just a few minutes after that, and do the wheel. So shall we? Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a minute.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MerryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MerryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Yep. Oh, I'm back on. I was just giving instruction to on something. So anyway, yes, I'm back here. So that's what we do on Craft Roulette. It's kind of a fun concept, isn't it? We really are having fun with it. It's something about it doesn't really you're about to see in these submissions. It doesn't really limit you, but it actually just guides you into some things to get started. Watch what happens when we get 4 little parameters like a tag card, primary colors, trees, and using some kind of metallic or foil paper. You are in for a treat if this is your first timer, or I just read timer. If you're the first time here, because the variety is vast. And I think you'll be inspired by all the people that were kind enough to spend some time to make something cute and send it in to us. This is the project that I made on the show, and I made the tag. See, there's a lot of room for interpretation, and we're all about the creative expression. It's excellent. I love it. Primary colors, I used a blue and a yellow to make some green in there, and then you can see I did use a tree stamp, but you can't see them too well. And then I just used metallic paper for the mat. It works. What else I did? Oh, yep, there's another one. And that's just with some basic primary colors and the same stamp. Made a tag on a card, nothing fancy. Just, and I did some swinking, like Ardith would want me to. Here is another one, and the colors were the primary. But then you can really see where we use the metal or foil paper on this. This one also is a card that has the middle cut out of it. So it's kind of a fun technique. I decided to go overboard. And so I made another one.
Yeah, these are all.
Oh, yeah, these are all mine. So we'll go through those fast. That's another one. It has an open middle. Primary colors. You can see how it works. Here's another one by me. Oh, this one I did a yellow tree and then stamped the blue ink on vellum and put it on top to get green. So that's a way to work around if you have something that seems maybe limiting. Yeah, there's ways to work around things. That's what's creativity. This one I drew my little gnomes. We have a long tradition here at Craft Roulette, now Craft Bowl, for some gnomes, and so I went ahead and just drew a couple little gnomes peeking out from the tree. This is our contributor map. You can see where our concentrations are great. From last week, if you are in another part of the world, think about you could be the only pin right there to represent your country or your state. We had our first England submission, so you can see one over there. We have Australia and Ecuador, so it's all great fun. Canada, we're all there. It's fun to see where everybody's from. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis was our guest crafter, which we really appreciated because she filled in a pinch, and she made this cool tree. And she was doing like she was sprinkling her little embossing powder, and she got all those cool little techniques on there. I love it. It was very pretty. Well done, Ellen. She also sent in a couple other cards with just primary colors and the white glitter, and that one worked real well. It kind of looks like my outdoors right now with all that snow. And then she changed up completely and set in these little woodland animals, and isn't that cute? It's just cute. I can't tell quite what color. It might be black. I could never tell. It's kind of a dark picture, but you can see the primary colors on his scarf, and so that pulled in the parameters of that. Thank you, Ellen, for filling in. We appreciate it. Heather from New York sent in this tag card, taking it very literally, with some red and yellow primary color trees. It's so cute. I thought it was just adorable, Heather. Thank you so much. Jackie Muller from Whyalla, Australia, sent in this stripy little card, and all primary colors with a little metallic. It's so fun to see how everybody fits in the parameters, how they squeeze in a little metallic paper or they squeeze in a tag or something. So just keep watching those little things at the bottom and see how they all played into the cards. They're very clever. Thank you, Jackie. Chris from Ecuador sent in this cute little, it seems like forever ago it was Christmas, but I know it wasn't. This cute little tag card, and she's from Ecuador, so you can see the palm tree inspiration, a little different. It's very fun. Love the trees, because we don't think palm trees in my neck of the woods. We're always pine trees, so it was fun to see that. Chris, we hope you're doing well down in Ecuador. Bobby from Michigan, this was her first submission. She sent in 2. This was so pretty with the shiny foil paper in the background and the pretty little trees. Kind of double tagging there, and the ribbon and everything. It was a really nice. I was really glad to see that, Bobby. Thank you so much for sending it in. Shapes, primary colors, trees, and metallic and foil. You gotta love it. Look how pretty this one is with the blue foil. That you might want to mark this one down for next year. And the pretty foil tree and the presents. That's just a pretty card. I think everybody would love to see that one in an envelope, wouldn't they? Thank you, Bobby from Michigan, for both your new cards, first kind cards. Hilda Nell told me she was going to be here today, and she's from California. Now, can you see the difference between what Bobby did and what Hilda Nell did? I mean, the difference is, I love the interpretations of these things. Tag card, primary colors, trees, metallic and foil makes just a beautiful card that she has even the tag tucked in. Smart move. Hilda Nell, we love you. Thank you so much. Deb Norman sent in this pretty tree. Look at how sharp that blue looks on that white. I think that's always a great combination, especially for winter. It's so sharp and crisp and wintry. And then she added a little bit of red. So again, maybe we wouldn't have thought of primary colors for this time of year, and well, orange we really wouldn't have thought of. But we had that too. But it just goes to show that when you get the parameters and you think just a little bit, play around with it some more, you can come up with some really fantastic things. So Deb, thank you. I saw you here earlier. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Connie from Kansas sent in this adorable little gnome. I was glad to see somebody made a gnome. And this is just super cute. We all enjoyed it in the Craft Roulette Facebook group, which if you want to join, just answer the questions and you'll be automatically added. If you don't answer the questions, you'll be automatically deleted. So make sure you do that. Anyway, Connie made this. I think it's adorable. She has the little tag tucked back behind to set him off as a focal. Well done. Sue Brooke sent in this. I love that background with that red foil paper. It's just real pretty, and it's something about it, that foil just really makes it feel very festive. But then she's got the little red bird right there, and it's just all put together. Sue does a great job on her cards. They're all put together and buttoned up, as my daughter would say. Pretty. Patty back, looky there, 36 submission in a row. This is episode 42, so she has been with us for a long time. And not only that, you will see her in the chat room, and she will be going rah to everybody. She's just a real encourager, and we just love having her with us. So Patty, I thought this was adorable. It looks like a Norwegian pine, and I always like that a lot. I could never grow them, so there's your answer. Just stamp the darn thing. Love it. Thank you, Patty. Appreciate you. Vicky from this is our Vicky from Britain, and she is from Essex, and I looked it up. It looks very pretty, and this was her first submission. We had a nice little chat when she started watching us, and I appreciated her joining us. Cute card. We all were mentioning how we like the little bubbles on the tree, how it really made it special. Primary colors. We're just really glad to have you, Vicky, to join us here in the States. We were doing a time conversation, like what time can I watch, and compared to where we are in the middle of the United States, and I was confused. It seems to be my lot in life these days. But anyway, we're really glad to have you, Vicky. Thank you so much for joining us and submitting such a cute card. Alyssa from Florida sent in this very cool card. It almost looks like some kind of multimedia thing with the things that are going on. I really like it though. I think it's very artsy and has a lot of cool little features. So Alyssa, thank you so much for sending in your primary trees there, and then you have your little, it's fun. It's just got all sorts of fun things to look at. It's kind of like finding Waldo. So good job. Love having you. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Brenda sent in a gorgeous card with her tree. See, there's another interpretation. It wasn't Christmas trees this time at all. And then she's got a nice verse in the background. That's a really cool looking card, isn't it? Then she's got her tag that's all tied on there for to completely do all the parameters all in one pretty card. So well done again, Brenda. And we aren't going to try to get this in 1 hour like you had asked. It's no way, man. We're going to be good. Vicki from North Carolina sent in her first submission. I think the first submission is the hardest. And the first craft bowl when you're being the referee, it's the hardest, but it's okay. I'm settling down now. This is really pretty, Vicki, with those metallic trees. I think I've never seen that die before, but it really is a nice die. And then to have the little swoosh, the Nike star swoosh in the sky. Very sharp, very pretty. Again, you have a really cold, crisp feel for winter, and I like it very much. Thank you so much for joining us. Amy sent in 2 cute cards. Amy is one of, this is her 10th submission, and she always sends in really clever little cards, and it's fun to see what she sends every week. So glad that you have joined us again for your 10th. I can't believe it's the 10th. I would have said it was like your 3rd. But well done. Very different, both of them. You got a winter, you got a summer, you've got tags that are different. You've got orange, and you've got that orange color. It's kind of like the, well, anyway, but you did great. I love it, and we always are glad when you show up and send in something so cute. Thank you, Amy. Mary has been with us from the get-go too. We really appreciate her. I accused her of eating Ghirardelli chocolates when she made this card, and then I put it in the Facebook group, and we all started wanting to eat Ghirardelli peppermint bark peppermint bark candy, because it just reminded us of the packaging. But it's darling. You know, Ghirardelli spends a lot of money, I'm sure, on their packaging, and you did this, and it just shows that you're brilliant. So thank you so much, Mary, for joining us. I think you sent some more in. Let's see. Nope, not this time. Lena Marie sent in this card. Lena Marie is one of my old wood friends. I've known her since I sold wood stamps, which is a long time ago, and she's got a really cute little ho 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 trailing off into nothingness. And you've got her tag back there. It's all tone on tone, so it's a little subtle and very pretty. She's got red, so she has the primary, and then she's got some, what'd she say about the foil? That's right. She had to eat all the Christmas caramels out of the candy bowl for her foil paper. You gotta love a crafter that will sacrifice the candy bowl for Craft Roulette. Lena Marie, you're the best. Thank you so much. Love it. Susan Murphy from California sent in this cute little card using all sorts of primary colors, and she's got her foil paper there. I really do like that foil paper. I think that would be good for Valentine's Day too. Note to self. And she's got 2, so let's go ahead and look at the next one. Very cool with I really like those blue trees. I thought they were just really pretty the way she embossed them and made them pretty special. And then it looks like it's a Z-fold card, and she's got a banner on the front that hangs over, so that's kind of special too. A lot of embossing, you know, that's a cool technique to add some texture and interest without a whole lot of problems. So love that. Thank you so much, Susan, for sending those in. And what? Wonky? It's okay. Wonky's good. We're glad you're here. Kathy from Wisconsin sent in some more fall feeling tag cards, but there was no reason not to. We were just it's funny when we're in a season, like Ardith was saying before the show, it's hard for her to think of not making Christmas cards right now. and because we've been making them for so long. But Kathy, I liked that we got a little more fall there, and it looks like you have a very pretty place there with the trees and everything. The great cards, nice tags. The foil you've got for the little I think you use foil paper for the little ribbons, which is a very clever thing to do. And then a really nice bright red background. So I think it's just lovely. Well done, Miss Kathy. We're always glad when you send in something, and you send in often. Appreciate it. Judy G, I'm pretty sure I saw you here earlier, and she went, now here you go. Here we were in the depths of Christmas season, and she brought in red and white and blue, but totally doable and totally right. I think it's smart. I think the tag kind of is the little heroes, the sentiment. I think that's a cool touch too. Judy is one of our big time cards for troop maker at Fun University, and she and Patty, I can't remember, it was over 2,000 cards that they've made since November. So we were talking about this last night. Anyway, Judy, we hats off to you. Hats off to Patty too. You guys are making it happen and showing what cards can do around the world to make the world nicer. Thank you so much. Jackie sent in a beautiful card, and she didn't have any foil paper, she said. So she made some foil tape, which she put behind the sentiment. See how clever crafters are. Jackie is often with us on Friday nights at 6:30 here for Craft Roulette. And she usually tells us when she gets here and says we can get started anytime. So she's our black and white check flag, and we're always glad that she's here to keep us on track to start. Thank you, Jackie from Florida. She also sends out an email to her friends. It's time. Sherry from Kentucky is one of our friends from Fun University also. She found a pack of paper that she has made some darling cards out of. Isn't that a cute little, well, he's not that little, he's kind of a fat little polar bear. And somebody said it looked like he was going to untie that bow. And I thought that was a cute thing to do. But anyway, I think it's adorable. I like it. It made a really easy card. Sherry also sends a lot of cards to our troops. And so she's always looking for a good, down and dirty, easy to make cards. Like clean and simple, like Crafty Owl's hoping for tonight. Nothing wrong with it at all. Love it. Thank you so much, Sherry. Angela's here. I saw you, and you made these cool cards with a little cutout showing the little tree with the primary color, which is still, again, you know, these would be good cards for teachers too, with the primary colors for elementary school teachers in particular. I just think that the washi tape, really easy, great little things to remember a teacher for and say thanks. You know, they really do appreciate it, I know. So keep them in mind. Thank you, Angela. I love it. You've got another one. Let's look at it. Oh, yes. This one was so pretty. Is this the one that you didn't want to cut out because it was so pretty? But I think that's what happened. But look how cool she did the little tree stamped in the white and then stamped over that pretty tag. And very different and very interesting, pretty card. She did use her Misty to stamp on both the tag and the background. We know all sorts of tricks, don't we, Angela? When we're crafters, we'd use all the tricks to make something pretty like this. So we are always glad to see your name in the submission list. And thank you so much. Happy New Year. Amy, she had 2 sets. That's right. And then she said that because I was going, oh my gosh, we've got all sorts of stuff going on in the submission board this week. We've got Christmas trees, we've got fall trees, we've got outer space. So here we go. Amy's a big Trekkie, and it's so, I just knew when she was making this card, she was probably smiling and just having a fun time making it. And which translates to we get to have a fun time looking at it. And these are like baby trekkers. They're so cute, and your coloring job is simply magnificent. So well done. Always a lot of fun to see what you send in. Love those cards. Sue Masoner even got a card in. She has sent in many. I don't even know how many, but Sue's a great support of almost anything I do except get in trouble. And I always appreciate her friendship a lot. She has a beautiful primary card choices here. She's got some foils. She's got that little tiny star that just is really a cute little touch. She loves her ribbon, and she's got some real pretty ribbons sticking out of that tag. Sue, we love you. You know you do. We do. And that's it. We did it. We did it. We got through. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And thank you all for submitting them. You guys, once we get our parameters, have that opportunity to send them in over the weekend. Craftroulette.live will have a submission form that you can send something in. But we'll talk more about that. That's just one little drop in the bucket. What do you need?
The mouse.
Oh, El Mouso. I don't get the buttons anymore. I used to. I don't miss them, though. Oh, gosh, I just swallowed wrong. Hang on, I don't want to choke to death. Am I choking it? Am I turning blue? Okay, not. You know what time it is? It's time to choke to death. We've never had anybody choke to death on the show. Okay, we're not going to tonight. Sorry, not going to be tonight. It is wheel time. Wheel time, wheel time, wheel time. That time in the show when everybody's stomach drops to the floor, when the hands start sweating, and the mind starts going, what the heck did I get myself into? We spin, like you saw in the video, 4 times. We spin for what kind of project we're going to make. That's our first column. We spin for what kind of colors we're going to use. That's our second column. We spin for what element, which is usually like the icon or image that we're going to be using. That's our third column and third spin. And then we have a random thing just to throw us off. That one is the one I usually repress and can't remember. I can always remember the project, the color, and the element, but then the random I go, what was that last one? I don't know, because it's usually just so random. So, okay, so we know what our guest crafters want. Let's see if we can give them something good, shall we? Let's give this wheel a spin just to get it warmed up. I'm glad I didn't choke to death. I want to see the cards. And now let's spin for project. We have 24 choices. What will we get? Don't worry about writing them down. They're all going to show up on the screen. We are going to get 3. We're going to be making a birthday card today. Well, I happen to know that somebody just did a video on birthday cards. This might be very easy for one of our guest crafters. Let's see what kind of colors we're going to use. She might be all warmed up with birthday cards. 12. We're going to be using pastels. We all know what pastels are, right? Let's see what kind of element we're going to put on our birthday card. So far, so good, I think. 22. We're going to put a zoo animal on our birthday card. Of course we are. I just heard one of the guest crafters just exhale. They just went, oh, I just heard it in my ear. Okay, so we're gonna have a zoo animal with lovely pastels on a birthday card. Okay, random, give us something good, you crazy wheel. You crazy wheel. 23. We're gonna tear some paper. Okay, well that's. I just heard another in my ear. Let's find out who's making all that noise. Are we ready, you guys? Ardith, Jama, I think Zoo Animal's killing them. All right, we see some hands. We've got Crafty out there. There's hello. And we've got Jama. She's still there. That's always good. And Ardith is still there too. Yay. Well, what do you think, you guys? Crafty Owl, what were those noises you were making, girlfriend? What?
Oh my goodness, that zoo animal, I about fainted. I don't even know what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. Well, we make it to be a little creative then. When you think of zoo animals, what do you think about?
I thought first of elephant, but I don't have anything. So I did just look on my die wall, and I do have one zoo animal. So
Well, good.
I think we're good.
That's good. Okay, so no more sighing, and we're good. We're good. That was so funny. I couldn't help but laugh. Usually on Craft Roulette now we can see, if we have just one guest, we can see the reaction to the wheel, and it's really great fun. I would have paid money to see Crafty Al's reaction on that one. And I'm cheap. All right, Jama, you surely have some zoo animals. What are you thinking?
The zoo animals worry me a little bit, but I also I'm not a very pastel-y person, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make it work, but that's going to be my struggle, I think.
So will it help to think of a little person that would be getting a birthday card or not? Does it help you to think of a person?
Maybe. I don't have any little person birthdays coming up, but I can have someone in mind for later.
Yeah. Biddy Penny just came up with a great idea. She said you could make a zebra paper with a black marker. I look a little bit like a zebra. Anyway, that's a good idea. And giraffes, we're seeing lions, giraffes, elephants, all sorts of stuff. Artists, are you excited? Artist,
Can't hear you, Mary.
how's that? Okay, we're going to even out your voice. Don't worry about it. If you can just tell us what you think of these crazy parameters. Do you love them?
I, like Jama, I am not a pastel girl. I love my vibrant colors, but I have a cute little zebra that I'm thinking I'm going to use. And I have to remember, because this is the thing that I forgot last time, was the tearing.
Ah, tearing. Yeah. We did talk about that. That's right. And that's probably what crashed the whole show. But we're not going to be afraid. Okay, so on pastels, tell me this, you guys. Do you think of pastels as only soft, or do you think of them as a light color? Crafty L, what do you think? I forgot. I have to ask.
Light.
You think of
I'm
light.
trying to pick out light colors.
So, Jama, Mommy, I see some pretty bright, they're not like super light kind of springy colors, but so are you thinking that pastels, and there's no wrong or right answer on this, but are you good with pastels being like light colors or a soft color? Difference, you know what I mean? Like a light color
I
being
guess either
pink.
way, I've pulled out some. I guess these are more light of a brighter color, and these are more soft colors. So maybe they could work together.
Yeah.
These are the lightest colors I have in oxides. If I'm going to do oxides.
Yeah, no, I like it. I think I would go. I think that's a good choices. I do. And then artists, we see on yours, you definitely got some Catherine Pooler pastels going on there. I can see them. Do you have a favorite blend that you're thinking about doing?
Well, I've got a rainbow.
Okay. Yeah.
Which no one who knows me will be surprised about. And trying to figure out how to fit that tearing in. I'm thinking I might do a torn mask for the ground.
That's a good way to move it in. And so one thing that we have discovered on Craft Roulette is that a lot of times that first idea is not the idea that you end up with. So it's going to be fun to see what happens. I'm kind of glad I'm not crafting, to tell you the truth, but this one is interesting. A couple things about the parameters. You don't have to use each parameter as like the big marquee kind of everything is way wow this. You can squeeze little things in. Remember some of those samples, they had just a little bit of star or a little bit of foil or just a little bit of this or a little bit of that. But you do need to use all the parameters one way or the other. Another thing, different zoos in different parts of the world have different animals. And zoo animals can vary greatly. So they're not always just African in animals now in America. So that might be something to help you too.
San Diego Zoo has a big butterfly exhibit.
See, there you go. That would definitely be something you could translate into. I like that, Jema. I've gone to a butterfly zoo, and that's all it had. So, absolutely wide open. And even some zoos would even have farm animals, traditional farm animals. So, they can have. Don't hold yourself back. It's okay. Crafty Owl, you're still there, aren't you, honey? Oh, Audrey says koalas. And I like and tearing paper. You know, one of the things about tearing is you can just use a straight edge and just rip along the straight edge just to get that parameter in. You guys have some good ideas in the peanut section there. Alana is asking you to swink there, Ardith. Okay, since you guys are all doing paper tearing, that was not a good parameter, shame on us. We're going to turn your voices down, your microphones down just a little bit. And now it's just me hanging out in the chat. So, all right. Hey, we usually do a giveaway where we have confetti and all sorts of fun stuff. And then we spin the wheel, but we have so many nice people here tonight, I didn't want to count the numbers. So we're going to do a little bit of trivia giveaway instead of the wheel spinning giveaway. So the way we're going to do it, I have some questions that I have asked our guest crafters before the show about some of the things they like and some of the things they... Well, anyway, I don't want to give it away, but I did ask them some things about what they like. Now, if you are the first person to give me the correct answer, you will win a handmade card with a very small prize inside. So, are you ready for trivia question number 1? Yes, give me some fun thumbs up if you are ready. I can't see the thumbs up, but I'm trusting they're there. By the way, thank you so much for being here tonight. I've settled down. I'm okay now. I'm almost choked to death. I've had sweaty hands. We're good. I'm not crafting. I'm actually doing really well now. Question number 1 is about our guest crafter, Crafty Owl, in which I believe she has quite a few friends here. Oh, no, it's okay, Susan. If it's a trivia, it's just, you can make guesses. These are pretty easy things. These are about our guests. So just guess something. It's fine. It's really they're not hard questions. You'll know the answer. You might not know the right answer, but you will know an answer. About Crafty Owl. What is Crafty Owl's favorite color? Is it aqua, A, or is it purple, B? Just the first person to say if it's aqua or... I'm getting all sorts of stuff over here. But the first one, we're just doing it like this. The first one. Which one is Crafty Owl's favorite? Well, Lisa, her sister knew. Her sister knew right off. So well done. Yes, Lisa, her favorite color is aqua. You are right. You need to send me your address. DM it to me. Don't put it in the chat, but DM me your address and I'll send you a card with a very, very small prize. I forgot she had a sister here. Of course she would know. It is aqua. It's a good, yep, we got lots of aquas in there. I think aqua is a beautiful color. I think a lot of people probably like it. And next we will... Okay, then the next one, will let me see about this one then. Let's stay with, Crafty Owl. Yes, let's stay with Crafty Owl for question number 2 as they get ready. Yep, they're starting to move into their action here. So let's ask one more question, and then we'll go talk to our guests and see how they're doing. On Crafty Owl, what is her favorite go-to technique? Yeah, you know her well. I bet you do. What is Crafty Owl's favorite go-to technique? Just put it in the chat. First person that gets it right will win a homemade card with a very small prize. All right, Crafty Al, we're talking about you. How are you getting along with your project?
Well, I'm doing something, so that's good. Can I tell you a funny story about my favorite color?
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted this pair of Fiskars scissors that had a pair of aqua handles, and my mom was like, make orange your favorite, you know, because Fiskars scissors are always orange, but I wanted the more expensive blue ones. So now whenever she asks me my favorite color, it's always orange.
Orange is a color that we fuss about on Craft Roulette a lot because it's generally not anybody's favorite color. So
No.
I'm looking at our little list here. Yep. We're getting some good responses. We've got patterned paper, we have sponging, we have blending, swinking, sheet load of cards, all good guesses. Ink blending, patterned paper layouts, printed paper, cut up paper, patterned paper. There, you kind of have a reputation for patterned paper there, Crafty Al.
Yes, I do.
Sheet load of cards. Elena says all of them. That's funny. Oh, okay, Jan. Well, your grandson likes orange. Well, he would be great on Craft Roulette. He should send in some cards from past episodes. Nope, we haven't. Keep guessing, guys. There may be right. There may be. I'm looking for. There we go. Linda Bendick got it. It's embossing. Heat embossing, to be precise. Your sister got it again, Crafty Al, but she said let somebody else have it. So, oh, that's good. Let's see. Where'd she go? Linda. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Bendick. Just DM me your address, and I will send you a homemade card with a very small prize. I'm going to make a note here so I can remember. Thank you, Lisa, for your graciousness. And I think it's really cool. I don't have a sister, so I think it's cool that she knows you so well. Crafty Al, I like what I'm seeing. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to die cut my zoo animal, my flamingo.
Flamingo, that's a good choice. That's definitely a zoo-y kind of thing. All right. Well, let's let you do that while we go check on Jama. I haven't seen her hands in a while. I want to make sure she's still there. There she is. So you are going to go with the butterfly theme, it looks like.
I am.
I haven't
used
like
the
it.
stamp and die set yet, so.
That's good. That's a good choice. And Okay. I'm going to not be able to ask questions then because it's too loud. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Well, I'm just trying to make sure that I know what you're saying. So, okay. So, your little butterflies, were they die cut, did you say, Jama? That's good.
I cut them with a die cut and kind of got that prep stuff out of the way, and I'm going to do some ink blending through a background die as a stencil.
Very smart. And how are you going to fit in tearing?
Not sure yet. I think I'll add that on the front later, maybe as like a little torn banner or something.
Yeah, you'll come up with something. Well, those are pretty nice stencils. You're going to do. I have a feeling you're going to make a beautiful card. Just have this little hunch. What do you guys think? I think she's going to make something real pretty. Well done. Isn't this fun to see everybody working? And me not? It's really hard not to. Anybody else crafting, or are you just watching? Ardith, love the rainbows, June says. Eager to see what's next. Yeah. Water. Oh, yeah, watercolor. No, we're not going to have any watercolors tonight, I don't think. Good deal. Yep, Jackie, it's looking really good. We've got some crafty, very talented people here, so it's all good. Let me think. What else do we? Oh, I know. I was going to talk to you about the first. Yep, Leslie says she's just watching. I think it's enough going on. Karen's just watching. Jen's just watching. I'm just watching, and I tell you, I like it. I'm wondering if I can get some substitute hosts in here so I can just watch my own show. Is that possible? No. Oh, Lauren's tidying up her craft room. That's good. Yep. Becky says you're amazing, Jama. She's right. Lori Beck is just watching. Yeah, we got a lot of watchers. Doug is watching. Of course, that's my husband. He's not one to craft. So I'd be real nervous if he were crafting. Both watching and crafting. Well done, Elena. So, all right. Watching from bed, it's 2:30 there. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Hilda Nell's watching. Oh, Bitty Penny's cooking dinner. That's good. You're watching, Jackie. Yeah, we've got a lot of watchers. That's neat. We're glad that you're here. Craft Roulette is really kind of a funny thing. We started last March, and because I had a change in my personal crafting situation, and we needed to do something a little different, and my son and I worked together, and he suggested we do a game show, like a gaming thing, because he grew up gaming on the internet and all that. So he suggested a game show, and we had this wheel that we had bought, and we started putting some things together, and we started making lists of all these projects and all the things that came out of it. So we did it like that for a while, and then pretty soon we started getting submissions. Like on the third show, I think it was, we started getting submissions. Yep, from Barb Campbell, and I saw John. I don't know if Barb's here, but from Barb Campbell and Kim Galvin and Lynn Darda and Sue Masner. So we started having to go, well, what do we do with these submissions? Well, we want to share them, and so how do we share them? So my son, who's the tech director of the show, made the submission board. I don't even really remember when that happened, but so we started doing that, and then Patty started sending in projects, and she's never quit. And then sometime in the summer we said, maybe it would be kind of fun to bring on some other crafters and do a side-by-side craft with improvisation with them. And so I had known of Jama. I'd never really met her, but I had known of Jama from a stamping company that we both were involved with. And I asked her, and she said sure, she'd do it. I was like, I asked one time and I get a yes, and I was thinking that's pretty good odds. I think that we may have something here. So anyway, we started doing that, and then she gave us some names, and I found some other people, and it's just been so much fun. It's like I get to sit and craft with all these fabulous crafters that you see before us, and then we get to meet all these nice people in the peanut gallery or the chat room. So it's just like the best job ever. But it's really it's been a very special evolution, and we'll see what comes up for 2021 after Craft Bowl. It's always changing. We're never gonna, hopefully, never stay the same. I'm seeing a little zebra, I believe, down there with Ardith. Let's see how that's looking. Well, look how you used your torn paper, Ardith. How smart. Are you liking it? I think it's really cool.
I used it as an edge, like a mask. And then I swinked my inks. You knew I had to swink.
I did know you had to swink. I did. You are the swink princess. She will.
Wow.
I like to call her the queen, but she does not let me do that. Because Laurel Beard, correct, is the one that came up with swinking, and she diverts my kudos to Laurel on that one. But she is the swink princess, and we were all swinking ever since we had you on Craft Roulette, and we saw that. It was fun. She has a great video on swinking if you want to know more about it. Be sure you see right there on the screen, it says youtube.com Ardith PR1. So please be sure to support our guest crafters. We don't pay them anything. You're gonna let's just get it out in the open. Our swag bag is very, very small and empty, so they are just here to just because I love paper crafting and sharing it with others. So please support their affiliate links and their social websites. We really appreciate it. So you're coloring them in there.
I'm just going to give them some shading to make them look a bit chubby.
Good idea. A little dimension never hurt anybody. And we all have a little extra dimension maybe right now. Let me see where it went. Yes, Karen Boyce answered that question. Someone asked about explaining, Elena, distress oxides. And Karen Boyce did an excellent job. Thank you, Karen. They're a hybrid or a mix of pigment ink and dye ink. And they blend beautifully, as you can see with Ardith's little project up there. And was Tim Holtz the first to come out with distress oxides, Ardith? Do you know?
Tim Holtz is the only one with distress oxides. My Catherine Pooler inks are not oxides.
Okay, they are not oxides. Okay,
no, but so oxides have very special properties, and they react with water really well. I'm sure Karen probably went into a lot of that.
Yep, she's given us some help here.
Yeah.
The oxides are what I'm working with, Jama.
Yes, if we can, let's go ahead and go up to Jama and see how that is looking. See how well that is blending?
It was a little hard through this stencil because it's so delicate. I had to be real careful. But the one I'm using now is not as delicate, so it's easier to blend it through.
Get after it a little more.
I wasn't sure how that first one would work out, so that's why I had the second one too.
Well, nothing like a stencil like that. Now, are those real stencils or are those paper overlays?
These are paper overlays that I cut with some background dies.
Okay.
So this one's actually from a set of 3 dies that layer up together. But I'm just using one.
Okay, so you're gonna get
this flower one is a. So with these, I'm hoping to get kind of a twofer.
Yeah.
I've got the stenciled through background, and then I've got the overlay that has the ink on it too.
Well, you have some crafting mojo all pent up because you haven't crafted in a couple of weeks.
I do.
So you got to go for the twofers whenever you can. That's good. Well, it looks like your colors that you chose are coming together very pretty, and I think you're gonna have some really, really nice cards and completely different from anybody else. So that's cool. All right, let's go back over and see how our Crafty Al is doing with her flamingo. Because I know she's knocking it out of the park. Crafty Al, how are you doing?
Yes. I am hoping my flamingo legs are on the correct way. Not too late. I glued those down.
I think they bend backwards. I think you did well for a Midwest girl. I think you did great. What else do you have going on there?
I went ahead and I put my inked stripe onto my card base, and I used an embossing folder on my white piece of cardstock, which my flamingo will go on. And this is a piece I plan on tearing, just the edge of this.
Good choice. Good choice. I like it. Well, that's going to be really very pretty. You guys aren't making it look very hard. You're making it look really easy to come up with something so pretty. That's nice. It's not always that way, though. Sometimes it can be just a stinking hard thing to do, make a good card. But they're making it look real easy, aren't they? Yep, June says the flamingo is really cute, and I think you are right. Oh, okay. Karen's taking care of Elena. That's great. Yes, you will. Karen's given the warning that distress oxides, you're going to love them. So be forewarned. Sherry Bradley says they are water reactive, which means you can make you can have a pattern evolve out of those water drops and actually stamp. I believe you can use some stamping techniques and different things. There's a lot of YouTubes on oxides. So, but Tim's the only one with the oxides per se. There's so many products. It's really hard to know where to go. So it's all good though. What a terrible problem we have, all the products, right? Very good. Okay. I think we'll see if I can do another question about our guests. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's do this one about Jama. What color do you think is Jama's favorite? The first one to guess the right color will get a card with a very small prize inside. Yes, there are lots of, you are right, Karen, there's lots of techniques you can do with oxides. Thanks for helping us out. Oh, June thinks purple. Biddy Penny thinks blue. Maria Christina thinks pink. Heather's going for blue. We've got some pinks. Pink. Jama, did you ever think of yourself as a pink person? Red.
Well, I do like all colors.
Aqua. We do have an aqua. Would aqua be your favorite, Jama?
Sure is.
Yep, Deb Norman got it. It is aqua. We've got 2 aqua lovers here. Deb Norman, please send me your address and I will send you a handmade card with a tiny, tiny little prize in it. Thank you. Yes, we've got Crafty Al and we have Jama with the same favorite color. Who could figure that one out? Whoa, Crafty Al, I think we need to go down to the field to see what kind of play she's doing there with that great big roll of something. Is that legal stuff that you've got on there? Can you have that on the field?
It is my great big roll of foam tape. Hopefully it's okay. It's legal. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna let you get away with it this time. Just don't tell the NFL commissioners that we're doing it. I don't think foam tape is allowed. No, you're gonna use that to pop it up just a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
For some dimension on the front to separate it from my inked piece.
Very nice. And she got her little piece torn there, so she's got that. She can check that square off, and she's got a zoo animal. She can check that square off. She's got pastels going on. Oh, but she's gonna have to work in birthday cards, so we'll see.
I got it. I almost forgot, but
we almost forgot the play that was called for the field. So, okay, I believe you. I think you're going to do just fine. Let's see, how are we doing on artist's check marks for all her little things that she's doing? She's got the happy birthday, check. Definitely used pastels for her swinking, check. She's got her little zoo animals, totally zoo animal-y. Check. And she's done some tearing. Her card is coming together really quickly. Yes, and not only that, it's her favorite size card, a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And the reason Ardith explained to me why she likes 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 is, for one, it's just an interesting looking size. I think she said that. I may be making that up. But it also fits into an envelope just like an A2 size card fits. So she likes that versatility of it. So is that about right, Ardith?
That is right, because some square cards require extra postage. So when you can fit it into an A2 envelope, you don't have to pay extra.
Ah, there you go. We all like to save a little money. And that's a really good tip. What did you just add to that?
Oh, this is Stardust Stickles. It is glitter glue. I'm going to regret because it doesn't dry all that quickly. But it does. So all I'm doing is I'm running a bead of it along the edge of the mask.
Uh-huh.
And I'm using my finger to kind of swipe it up. And then
It'll
it
have a
just
little
adds
shine.
like a subtle
Oh, that's nice.
sparkle.
Which is very festive for a birthday card.
Yeah.
I didn't see you stamp your happy. How did you do that with the different colors?
I used a solid stamp, and I used 3 different ink colors. And because I kind of just stamped the first part of the stamp with pink, and the center with yellow, and the end with blue.
Uh-huh.
And so they kind of blended. And I stamped it on my Missy 3 times. So one pink, one yellow, one blue, and then they
Really?
kind of mix to make the rainbow.
Okay, so does this card, which is super cute, and those colors, the pastels, you know what it reminds me of are like the confetti cakes, where they put the confetti inside the cake and it has that. I was like I thought that was
And then all the
magic.
confetti gets in your teeth.
Yeah. but do you know, remember how you sprinkle that stuff inside and then it kind of bleeds into the cake and everything?
Yes.
It reminds me
Yeah.
of that.
No.
That would
die.
I suddenly just
Now,
had a really
my
big-
stamp, when I started stamping, my stamp was not completely clean. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like some gray in the letters. So I'm just going to go over it with the glitter.
There you go. Are you good at, usually you clean your stamps, or are you like, I end up with 20 or 30 stamps out on my desk. I have no idea if it's clean or not. And so it's usually
kind of the same. And I don't like to put everything away, because usually what happens is I end up having to redo something.
Yep.
So then I do end up with everything. Like I end up with a mess like yours.
Mask is one of my words. I think one of the things I like best about Ardith is how she uses words. And but mask is my word for a messy desk. And I have one often. Almost continuously. But a mask, it's a very happy place. It's not a bad thing. So I'm not going to say it is a bad thing at all. Let's see, guys. What do you need to see up close, you think? How are we doing? Oh, Jama's card is coming along really well. Crafty Owl, I think she's going to be working on her happy birthday. That's what I'm a-thinking. Should we look at Crafty Owl's stamp set that she's going to be using for her happy birthday? Let's give it a peek.
All right, so this stamp set is from a paper pumpkin kit I got from, looks like December 2019, and it has a happy birthday on it.
That's a good size.
Yes.
I like it. That's a nice little set. That'll fit really well with that flamingo, because flamingos, I think, do they make a sound? I don't even think they make a sound.
I don't know.
You
I've never heard one make a sound.
I don't think I have either, come to think of it. I've seen them. I've always liked how they put their heads in the water and just go like that to stir up the stuff and eat. Flamingos are good birds. I think they're quite lovely and fun. Oh, that's the sound from the tape. Oh, fun. Hey, we got matchies. Yay. You like your little, they're handy, aren't they? If they don't get, the little Fisker cutter is really handy if you don't get under a lot of paper.
Yes, I love to pull this out for little things.
I have that one too.
Oh, look at us all go. That's good. It is a handy little cutter. It really is. All right, let's do a trivia question. We don't know what Ardith's favorite color is yet. Oh, we're hearing that flamingos make a sound like they grunt sometimes. Well, oh, and Erin is just fine if you're late to the party. We're glad you're here. Erin's one of our guest crafters from California. Okay, so we know that we have an aqua lover in Crafty Owl, and we know that Jama is an aqua lover. But what is Ardith's favorite color? First one to get it right. Do we already have a guess? Bobby McPherson, or did you already guess? And you guessed aqua? Now why would you think that all three of them would like aqua? Ardith? Is your favorite color aqua?
Well, if I have to choose one, yes, it's aqua.
It is aqua. All three are aqua lovers. So, Bobby, you need, I don't know if I have, I think I may have your address, but if I don't, could you send it to me and I'll send you a card with a very small prize. That would be great. That's so funny. I too am aqua. Anybody else like aqua out there? An aqua flamingo. Oh, that's right. There you go. Crafty Owl, I've got your flamingo, but I've got aqua. Aqua for my agua.
Love it.
It's from Aldi's, man. I always get any kind of all the good stores, you know. Yeah, any blue greens, right, Kimberly? We all love blue greens, right? That I think is so Caribbean of us all, but it's, yeah, aqua's beautiful. Jama, we need to have a look-see on what you're doing, girl. Looks like you are painting.
I'm painting with the Distress Oxides.
And you put that right on your craft mat?
I did. This all-purpose mat is amazing because nothing will stick to it, and it's super easy to wipe off and clean.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have a surface like that.
Yeah.
And you're just using a water brush?
Mm-hmm. With just very little water. I don't want to water this down too much because it's already too light for me.
Oh, so you're struggling a little bit with these light colors, but you're doing really well.
I feel like I brightened them up a little. They kind of can pass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're pretty saturated, but that's why we were talking earlier. If you have a really saturated color, is it going to be a pastel? But at the same time, pastels can be very saturated. I guess. It's very, I don't know. We could get pretty philosophical fast on this. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm equipped to make the judgment on it. But I think anything that's going to be pinkish and light greenish, you know, it's just not like the dark greens and things like that, which you didn't go for at all. Like the real deep forest and evergreen greens. You didn't do that at all. I think that would be pressing the envelope or pushing the envelope a little far, but I think these colors work. Anything is pinkish. I think that's pastel-y, just very saturated pastel.
It's a good thing Craft Roulette is flexible.
We have to be. We have to be because I'm too old and tired to judge too much. No, I think it's one of the beauties of Craft Roulette is that we try to focus on the concepts, which, you know, that's a cool conversation actually to discuss pastels and the creative experience. So, and everybody's interpretation. I love that part about Craft Roulette and seeing all of the interpretations being so different, like we saw on the submission board. CraftRoulette.live is where you can find all the past episodes of Craft Roulette. You can see all the samples that people have sent in, all the submissions. It's a great site to check out. I think we're going to get it right there in the chat here in just a second. So Monday will be the time when we put these girls. Oh, I haven't thought. I guess we're just going to want one card, but we're going to put these samples up on Monday, and along with. Oh, I guess I could put some in. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe I'll make some this weekend and put some in my own Craft Roulette site. But and also the video. The video also will be up tomorrow at noon Central Time on YouTube. YouTube.com/Craft Roulette. We premiere it at noon, and there will be a chat room. If you are here late, or you know somebody that would like to see these people, or you whatever, and then it stays there on the YouTube Craft Roulette. So it just lives right there for everybody to see. These guys are making, they're just carrying on like everybody can make a card fast. They are good. So when they or all three of these girls, not both of these girls, do make a lot of YouTube videos, and they're excellent. I suggest that you go ahead and be subscribers and get notifications of their often released videos, and go back and binge watch some of their old ones, because you will learn so much. June says that the butterfly is definitely pastel, and the leaves. I think so too. I think we're good. Yeah. Oh, sure, Bitty Penny. We love to post on YouTube. Please subscribe. We do have a goal of 500 subscribers so that we can do our next show, which we will be doing on YouTube. So we're waiting for that to happen, and those are all it's gonna be good. So make sure you subscribe to Craft Roulette YouTube. And Leslie, yes, I think they are pretty. Does it make you have an itch to get on the show again, Leslie? You will be here at the end of the month. Ah! It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's this 5 sequins. Oh, Lisa's saying 5 sequins for you, Crafty Al. She's sending you secret messages.
Yes, I was trying to count out my 5. I always have an issue keeping that rule of odds and like seeing how I can, scatter it and look real random.
Yeah.
So
when it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have a technique to get that look?
Normally I stick with 3 just so I can do a triangle around my focal point, but I thought with all my white space I needed more. So I'm just zigzagging back and forth from the corner down.
What do you think, Lisa? Do you think she's doing an okay job? Is she your older sister?
Yes.
Not that I could tell.
I'm the baby.
She's watching out for you. I love it. That's good. How do we apply to be on the show? Bitty Penny, that's a good question. Just let me know. Send me, DM me your YouTube channel, and we'll talk to you about it. Is that easy enough? Yeah, we would love to talk to you about it. We do have a certain things that we look for, so let's just start with that. Imagine doing a Zoom call, June says, with Craft Roulette. I think this is probably as much as we're... I think a Zoom call may be overwhelming. But it would be fun to spend some time with everybody like that. Have a little Craft Roulette crop. But I don't know. I don't know how that all works. So, yeah. Yeah, they are springy, aren't they, Married Neighbor? Are you going to come up with something? I bet you do. What, Mary Neighbor, what kind of zoo animal would you use? What zoo animal would you all use? I would like to know, because I'm going to do my own, so I want to know. I want some cheats to help there. I want the cheats to the next level. Well, I think that's looking good, Crafty Al. I like your sequins. And what is Ardith doing down there with some fancy schmancy happy birthdays going on, I believe? Ardith, can you give us a update?
I have a 2-part die. So there's a shadow, which I did some watercoloring with the same inks.
Oh, neat.
It's a little damp, but it'll do.
Yeah.
And then I've got this script happy birthday that goes on top of the shadow. And I'm just thinking, as you were asking, what kind of zoo animal I'm going to add to this one?
Oh.
This is my second part.
Okay.
I finished my first one.
Okay, I was wondering if you were going to put that inside.
Yeah. No, I could do that. But my plan was for this to be my second card.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We always like a go-getter, and you're doing great. And Crafty Owl's adding some shimmer to her flamingo.
Well, I was going to give Crafty Owl my advice for sequin placement is look for the smudges. That's how I know where to put my sequins.
Yep. I remember you giving that. I remember making something with you on one of the shows, and you said, "Oh, there's where I'm going to put my sequin," because you made a smudge. That was your answer. It's a good fallback. And Jama, you're putting some black on the background. Is that right? Very striking.
Yeah, I switched to black. I like the way it pops.
It really does make it stand out a lot. It's cool. With that third level, you've got 3 layers, right, of that stencil. So you've got black,
yeah,
and the white.
Well, 2 layers and then the background, so 3 total.
That's looking good. That's looking real good.
Tearing.
Wait,
I liked the craft background I had originally, but then the black stamped images kind of were throwing me off.
Gotcha. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. Okay, so some of the animals that people are going to use are monkey, cute turtle, an old, I can't see quite what that is, Haley. It got covered up by a picture. Anyway, an elephant, a chicken or a groundhog, a hippopotamus for Christmas. Lions are the best, Jan says, but she's kind of opinionated. Mary says a bear. Yep, definitely. I saw that the Missouri state flag has grizzly bears on it, and we just moved to Missouri, and I was puzzled by that. I'm going to have to investigate bears. Deb Norman loves all the cards. Audrey Evers says Crafty Owl. She's loving the flamingo and colors. So sweet. It really is precious. And Elena says she loves the pastels, Ardith. Audrey says that's pretty, Ardith. It's all you're all getting good thumbs up here. Jama, great contrast is what Audrey says. You're rocking the parameters, Ardith. Crafty Owl, love your cards. These are good. Judy says she's got lions, bears, toucans, pandas, and giraffes. So she's gonna. You have lots of options, girl. And June says, Jama, she loves the folk art look of your card. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very striking. Lena Marie is going with the hippo. Lauren has lions and giraffes right in front of her. What a girl. Susan's going for penguins. Yes, definitely. We spent hours in front of the penguin exhibit at the Shed Aquarium in Chicago one year. Hours. They are so funny. Loving how the butterfly is standing out. PR's thinking
I think Jim is a genius for coming up with a butterfly as a zoo animal.
I think so too. I think it.
Well, I grew up in San Diego where the exhibit is, so.
The San Diego Zoo is super famous. And I think I went there as a kid once, but it wasn't anything like it no doubt is now, but it's a super famous zoo. So did you go there often, Jama, as a kid?
Yeah, quite a bit. We had passes. I did zoo camp and, yeah, I did it quite a bit.
What do you do at zoo camp?
You go every day for a week in the summer and you learn about all the animals and you get to go back in the cages and feed them and all kinds of stuff.
Fun.
It's really cool. Highly recommend it.
That sounds like a great kid kind of experience. Real good, actually. I was a big animal person as a kid. So I would have been very timid about that, but I think I would have loved it. So, good deal. So, you have like dogs now, right? Yeah.
Me? I have a dog, yes.
A dog. And Crafty Owl, are you an animal person?
I was not until we got our 2 cats during the pandemic, and now I'm definitely a cat person.
Even though they chew your headphones and break your tools?
Yes, I bought really cheap headphones, so it's no big loss.
I think a lot of animals have been adopted during the pandemic. I read that the other day. So that's one good thing that came out of it. Critters getting adopted.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
And Ardith, are you an animal person?
We don't have animals. I wouldn't say I can take them or leave them. I like my sister's dogs.
Uh-huh.
I like animals that I know, but I've never had a pet, no.
Yeah. Well, we got this dog. He's like 70, 75 pounds. And we've never had a dog that slept with us until we got this guy. And we felt so bad for him because he's never had a home that we know of, that we let him sleep with us. And every night, I wonder why, but I go to bed and this dog, like the other night I went to bed and this dog's had his nose like right next to my face, just breathing on me, and I let him do it. It was just, I've gone downhill. I have no discipline left in my life. Oh, there you go. Bitty Penny adopted her first dog right before the shutdown.
Yes.
And Brenda loves zoos. Oh yeah, you hope to go to the San Diego Zoo. Yeah, it's a place to aspire to, I believe. Christina, we're welcoming you to the first time. We're glad that you're here. If you are a first timer here, we'd love to know it. Go ahead and let us know so we can say hi to you. We've got some really fun people here that are well known here in the in the peanut gallery, and they can guide you through all sorts of questions if you have any. Audrey, you like the roulette combination? Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Yes, Audrey, my dog has trained me well. He's got the discipline. I don't. Pink elephant. What a cool idea. That would be a good idea. I like it. Yep, I'm going downhill, TR. Just going down. Just making it easy. Oh, DRC's got 5 rescue cats. Wow. Good for you. Haley, this is your first time? Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Oh, yeah, you have ADD, so the three contestants is perfect for you. Well, we're glad for you there, Jude. You embrace that, right? Detroit Zoo has a new lion cub. How cool. I don't know about how it got blurry. I don't know that one, Linda. How to send in? Well, we're going to tell you here in just a minute, but there is a website, craftroulette.live, and I don't know if you have to wait until the end of the show. It's open, okay. There's a submission form. There's a button, and you just click on that button, and there's a form, and you just upload your card. Make sure we try to just have one image of the card so that you could see during the submissions we get a lot, and which is really great. But if you could do just one image of your card, if you have an inside outside, put them on a little pic collage or something, and get the best picture you can so we can see it really well next week on the show and in the gallery. I'd love that. Second timer, Miss Kitty's here. Yay, she enjoys. Well, Miss Kitty, we hope we're glad that this is your second time. We hope it's your first time to send in a submission. Oh, we've got 3 rescue cats and 2 gatitos. I don't know what a gatito is. Oh, little kitties. Okay, Ardith, could we see your first card, please? Oh, Lori Beck's not going to tell us how many cats she has. Where did she leave? All right, did we lose Ardith? Okay, we may have lost Ardith for a minute. She will call back in. We'll put her back in. Don't worry. Glad you asked. Oh, she said her phone died getting a charger. Hang on.
I feel like I should be doing more here. Am I supposed to make a second card?
You can. You can. Or we'll probably be wrapping up here pretty soon. But
Okay.
let's just talk about this first card. You tell us about it.
Well, of course, I have my zoo animal, my pink flamingo, with a little texture behind it to help it stand out, 2 layers of tearing, and I did a little inking in the background. And even though I have all of my brushes, marked with the different colors, I still forgot to switch up between the colors. But hey, I don't think you can probably tell.
Nope. We never would have known if you hadn't told us. Tell us about the Gina K cubes while you're here. I don't know anything about them.
I got them last year for Christmas, and because I had seen her, blend with them, and I had went to a class of hers here at a local store, and I enjoyed them, so I got the whole set. And actually, this year for Christmas, I got the full-size ones because I love having just an ink. Basically, if I have a pattern paper, I'm going to have an ink to match it. So, and I like the little ones for little images. So,
well, tell us about your sheet load of cards concept.
Well, when I find a layout I enjoy, I like to stick with it. I used to be a big fan of one sheet wonders, using sketches. So I kind of put that together, and I give you the instructions if you're a subscriber to my channel for free every month. And I tell you like how many pieces of pattern paper you need and how many pieces of cardstock. And usually you can make between 6 and 12 cards quickly. And then you have some in your stash for events, or you can give them away as gifts.
Or cards for soldiers, for instance, something like that.
Yes, I have a lot. Yep, I have a lot of people who do that.
Or retirement home. That's what I like to do. And they aren't real hard cards by any means. But they could be.
I do try to keep them simple.
But you could do all sorts of stuff with them using them as a basic design, correct?
Yep.
So
exactly.
Do you do any fancy folds with them, or are they just pretty much A2 cards?
I have done one slimline, so not quite A2, and we have had 1 or 2 fancy folds, and I kind of have plans for another one coming up, so we'll see.
We're getting some people like your sheet loads of cards. I like the name.
Thank you.
And I've not done it yet, but I know I will. It is a great concept. I like that it makes it so that people can do it without a lot of training or anything, and they can just get in there and enjoy the process. And I think it's a neat service that you give us.
Thank you. I enjoy doing it.
Okay. Ardith girl, we're glad you're back, but we need to flip you're in the wrong orientation, so you're off sides. We need to get you back to the center line of the football field. Thank you, Crafty Al, for all that good information. Thank you. We're working on it.
Thank you for letting me share.
Let's look at Jama for a minute while we get Ardith fixed up. All right, Jama, what are you thinking, girl? How you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to find a sentiment that fits well in the spot I left because I didn't really think ahead.
So, are you...
Well, not well enough.
Well, it's so pretty. Do you really need one? You could just put one on the inside, maybe.
Well, I was thinking I'll put happy birthday on the inside and maybe a small one on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like sending hugs. Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
People need virtual hugs right now.
Yes. Yeah. It is so pretty. Your little butterflies are happy living in their little zoo. They are. They know they're going to get some orange slices to drink out of. Just looking for it. They're saying, this is kind of pastel. I don't know what happened to the oranges. Oh, thank you, Audrey, for my sports reference. Yes, go back to the center. See if we could get back to the center line there. We are in Kansas City, which is definitely a Chiefs town. Let me tell you, we are all a bunch of Chiefs fans. We're still kind of working with what we need to do with getting that card up for Ardith to show us. So hang on, hang on, hang on. Don't leave that. Don't touch that dial, as they used to say. It's all good. Hey, we need to know what. I think this one will be a real easy one. Trivia question. What is Ardith's favorite technique to use when she's card making? Ardith's favorite technique. We'll just watch Jama here for a minute while we're getting a crazy strobe from one of the Ardith's thing. One day there was these crazy green lights. It was like aliens that were coming in. I don't know. I've seen it on several people's Facebook lives. Okay, so Ardith's favorite technique. Let's see, swinging, almost swinking by Hildenell. That's it. Swinking is her favorite. You guys know her well. Hildenell, I think I may have your address, but if not, let me have it, and then I will send you a handmade card with a very, very small gift. Yeah, she likes swinking. Of course she does like swinking. I know that one time on one of the shows, Ardith said when she's trying to figure out what to do, sometimes when she's got a little creative block, she likes to just do some blending. So I thought that might be her go-to answer, but she said swinking. So she'll just get a card front and her brushes and start doing some blending. which is kind of like swinking except with a tool. So anyway, what is swinking? Robin asked. Swinking is when you take a cube, usually. She likes to use a small ink pad and just swipes it on the paper. And look up Artist's YouTube. She's got like 16 ways to use swinking in a background. And she might later put that up after the show, but she's busy right now. But I know she's done that for us before. I don't know how everybody's doing, but we've got, let's see what else. Oh, I know. I'm going to, I don't know how to do this one. Anyway, we'll talk about this afterwards anyway. So what are your goals, your craft goals for the year, guys? Do you have a technique you are going to try to work on? Do you have a project that you're going to try to finish? Or do you have any kind of product that you are going to learn how to master? Anything like that you want to be... Oh, Bitty Penny's been swinking for years and you didn't even know it. See, there you go. That's good. Oh, we got... Okay, Artist, can you rotate your camera? Can you hear us? Not sure if we're getting communication here. There's always something, but I'm sorry to miss Artist. We're still working on it. Oh, she says she doesn't know what's happening. Okay. Well, if you can hear me, Artist, my sweet, your camera needs to be twisted so that we can see you. I'm not sure if you can hear us. Okay, so Bobby is she joined a 100 paper challenge, and the idea is to use 100 papers. Whoa, that is kind of a cool challenge. Use what you have and buy less craft supplies this June. You might want to look at my 15 weeks of stash bashing on my website. Start an art journal sounds like fun, June. Use as much as your stash as possible for cards, Audrey. Yep, I did like 15 weeks of, I haven't bought any craft supplies since August. I've just been using stuff. It's been fun. Use as much, I'm going to start buying some new stuff, though it's very fun to think of. My stash as much as possible for local nursing home. That's cool. They do appreciate because they can't go out and get anything. More collabs on your channel and using up your stash. Those are all good things. Use your, oh, that's a good one, Leslie. Use your old DSL camera. That's good. Yeah, I think we're getting the Artist taken care of here. You want to garden more and preserve it. Well, that's a good idea.
We can't hear her, but
we cannot hear you, my sweet Artist. I don't know if you can hear us.
Can you hear me now?
I can. She's returned. Yay. That was a long time ago, but we wanted to see your first card. Yay, she's back.
Yes, I'm sorry. The words that are going through my head right now, I should not be saying out loud. So.
Oh, are they things like son of an ink maker?
Exactly.
Yeah.
the magic of live TV.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Well, it's the live thing. Are you wishing you were just doing a voiceover?
Cool. You know, now that this is my third time and I crashed the whole system last time, I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm just having a good time now that I've gotten over my initial adrenaline, and now I'm back into the, oh my gosh, I hope I can stay awake till the end of the show because I'm getting, no, it's not like that. Okay, somebody wanted to see that beautiful card. Can you go ahead and tell us how it all turned out?
Okay, so I swinked the torn edge here, and then I added a bit of glitter. I've added 3 zebras and, you know, pretty simple little card.
Simple is good. Clean and simple, like Crafty Al wanted. But that's
I'm a fan of simple. Now I'm working on an elephant. I heard somebody there liked an elephant, so I'm working on an elephant.
Okay, before I forget, did you not just do aren't you a YouTube series with a bunch of people on birthday cards on a birthday bank? You want to tell us about that? If we still have her? I don't
Did
know.
you lose me?
There you are, kind of.
Audio's coming in and out.
Yeah, your audio's kind of being all ornery.
I don't. Okay.
There you are. Make hay while the sun shines. Anyway, you were in a collab on YouTube, and it's about making birthday cards, having a supply of them, correct?
That is correct. It was
Ah.
just to get a head start on 2021
Yeah.
and having a card. And I'm actually I'm giving away the 12 cards I made. So if you haven't commented on that video, you have until the end of January 3rd.
Do it. Go to Artist's YouTube and make a comment so you can maybe win those cards. Her cards are very simple looking, but I know they take a lot of thought. Even a simple card does take a lot of thought. Correct. She did it with Ingrid and Justin Hoovy. Do you say Hoovy? And Hoovy.
See, and Laurel Beard.
And Laurel Beard too. Yep.
And you know there was my video. There was.
I'm sorry, say that one again, please.
There was swinking in my video.
Yes.
No surprise there.
Well, I think Jama got her decisions made. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jama's card. And you ended up putting some sanding hugs. And I see some little sparkles too. Oh, look how pretty. I see some little sparkles on there. Are those sequins?
Yep, I added just a few sequins.
Very pretty. Are you happy with
sequins.
it? I would be.
I am.
Yeah.
Again, like you always say, it's a card that I never would have created if it weren't for the wheel.
Exactly. That darn wheel just stretches us like crazy. I forgot to ask if you guys were all wearing stretchy pants tonight, because you know you're going to get stretched on this show. But I think you did great. I think it's absolutely falls in, checks all the boxes. His birthday card, pastels, zoo animals, and tearing. You tore the little tag. Look at you go. Yeah. What could you have? What one element would you have changed if you had your choice? I think I know.
The colors.
Yep, I knew it. You would have gone bright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it turned out fairly bright. It's not too far out of my comfort zone, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I like it. Well,
I think the
card.
stage color's throwing me off. I would have done a brighter green.
Yeah.
And then I've got these bonus things to make something with later.
You sure do. You're in good shape.
So if you're careful in lining up your stencils, you can get 2 cards out of it. So that's fun.
It is. It's a bonus. You're absolutely right. Well, I think welcome to 2021 with such a pretty card. And same with you, Crafty Owl. Welcome to 2021. You did a great job.
Thank you. I had fun. Thanks for having me again.
Well, we didn't have nearly the trouble that we could have, so I'm delighted. Very, very delighted. And I think we couldn't have had better guests, and I really appreciate you. You guys, I got to tell you that we asked these ladies in fall if they wanted to join us, and they said yes, and they didn't even know what we were going to do. So we didn't tell them till right before Christmas. And they stayed with us on that whole time going, yeah, we'll do whatever whatever. So just, yeah, they're brave. You guys all give them lots of love here, so appreciate it. While Ardith is finishing up her darling second card, why don't we go ahead and have we're going to take them off our camera, their cameras off our screen. We'll tell you about Craft Roulette and making your submission, and they can flip their cameras so we can say goodnight, and so that you guys can start crafting. All right, guys, we're going to take you off and go ahead and flip your cameras. All right, how to play along. You can play along with us like you saw at the beginning of the show, all the submissions on the submission board. Just go ahead and use the 4 parameters that we had tonight, whatever they were, I cannot remember. But you will see them on the website. They will be, they're right there. Birthday card, pastel, zoo, animal, and tearing. Can't leave out a single one, but you can squeeze them in as you can creatively. You have 48 hours to submit it to craftroulette.live at the submission form. If you have any trouble, let us know. We'll figure it out. Sometimes the computers don't work well together. We have wonderful upcoming guests coming. We've got Helen Schlett with Crafty Mama Diaries next week. Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes. Tracy McNeely later in the month. And Leslie Benson, who is in our audience tonight. And then Jessica Taylor starts us off in February with another great night of crafting. Do tune in. We do appreciate you being here. Tell your crafty friends that they're missing if they're not here. And we would love to know what you think. Just let us leave a comment about what you think of Crazy Craft Roulette. Follow us on social medias. Be a part of our lives because, you know, we all crazy for the crafts, you know, and so we all got to support each other and just keep encouraging each other, because each card that we send out is an encouragement to somebody else. Every scrapbook page that we save is an encouragement to our families. It's a great craft. You're a smart person to be a part of it. So thank you. I think we're going back to the faces. They look like they're all ready, are they? There they are. I almost forgot that Crafty Al had those black things on her eyes. They didn't fall off. What kind of adhesive do you use when you put stuff on your face?
Those are actually stickers I bought on Amazon. I don't know what it is.
I hope they come off.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Okay, good. Good. Well, as you can tell, these girls are great sports. Give them some thumbs up, some loves. Appreciate them so much for being here. They're craft crazy, and we just appreciate them a lot. You guys, let's let you each say goodbye. So, Ardith, you lead off. Say goodnight and Happy New Year.
Good night and Happy New Year. Thanks so much for inviting me. Sorry to cause all that trouble, but I hope you guys all have a crafty evening.
Yes, baby. Thank you so much. We love having you here. Crafty Al, what do you got to say for yourself?
Thank you to everybody who stopped by. Thank you to my fellow guest crafters. I saw your cards. They are so awesome. I was in great company, and thank you to Mary and Stephen for having me again. And I hope everybody has a great 2021.
I know, full of great crafters like you guys. How can we go bad? How can it go wrong when we've got such a great start, right? That's how I think. I'm going for it. It may not be true, but I'm going for it. Thank you, Crafty Al. Jama, thanks for letting us start with you, you little guinea pig. You're the cutest little guinea pig I've ever seen. You want to say goodnight to the nice folks?
Yeah, thanks so much for spending your first night of 2021 with us. And I can't wait to go back and watch this so I could see what the other ladies made. I saw bits and pieces of it, but we had to concentrate so hard.
We really do have to concentrate. It's a lot of things that are going on. People yapping at you, and you're trying to see the chat and trying to make something cute so you don't fall on your face. It's a lot, and I think you're all very brave and special. So we appreciate you. And you guys, thanks for spending an evening with us. Like Jamo was saying, it's neat to have friends out in the audience, all nice. That means a total lot to us, and appreciate it. Looking forward to your submissions. If you do want to see the premiere tomorrow on YouTube/Craft Roulette, it will be at noon Central Time with a chat room and closed caption, if you know somebody that would appreciate that. Well, ladies, assume the position. We're gonna do it for get the new year started. Everybody kiss your brain. And good night. Happy New Year. Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous paper craft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.